What's up, survivors? Welcome back to another episode of Icarus. I was about to say Ark, but I stopped myself. Yeah, we're not going to go there. But anyways, I've been doing a Ark series behind the scenes with my daughter. But that's going to be coming out soon. I've already got the first couple episodes ready to go. But yeah, anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lulu. I do a variety of survival content. I usually will have anywhere from 1 to 2 series on my channel at a time. Soon, we're actually going to have 3 by next month. That's April, mid-April, because we'll be starting my, yeah, that game, Shifting Sands DLC for Soul Mass. There we go. Had to think about it for a minute. But anyways, I'm going to start this episode off a little different. For you guys that have been watching my Icarus series, I like to thank all of you guys for all your guys' support. It's really been great seeing so many people coming to the channel after being pretty dead for the last year or so. I had a long 2 years. For you guys that don't know, my wife had a stroke 2 years ago. That's one of the reasons why my channel kind of went on a hiatus for a little while, because I had that going on. So I had family, you know how that works. And then, of course, my channel's been alive, up and running for about 6-7 years now. But I had a kid in the first 5 years of the channel, so that kind of put a damper on my channel as well. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody that's been subscribing and following along and leaving comments and everything for Icarus. It's really awesome to see the channel growing again. I hit a milestone this past week. So in the last 7 days, I hit 1K subscribers on my channel. And I hit 1.1K subscribers on my channel. So we've gotten over 100 subscribers. I think it's, as of the recording of this video, 105 subscribers in less than 7 days since I started posting again. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly coming from everybody who's been following me here on Icarus, since I haven't posted much of anything else, except for a handful of people that have been commenting and following my Bellwright series, which, again, for you guys out there that are watching this, that are also following my Bellwright series, I apologize. I haven't posted a lot of episodes on that lately. I do have episodes. I just haven't finished editing some of them, and some of them are missing thumbnails. I've just been falling behind on it. That playthrough is a little bit of a doozy. It's taken a lot of recording time to get one episode done. But either way, I just want to thank everybody for following along and coming and hanging out and leaving comments and subscribing. If I can keep this momentum going, I'm hoping I can hit 2K subscribers by summer, and then maybe even 3 or 4 by the end of the year, which would be awesome to see. Not expecting it, but if it happens, it happens. But either way, now that that's out of the way, let's get into today's episode. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different in terms of progression. I'm going to be jumping around a lot because I want to set up power today. The problem is power takes a lot of time to get done. When I mean power, I mean electricity specifically. Gotta drink some water. I have been grinding my butt off trying to get my hands on a lot of copper. We have a little bit, not a whole lot. I did just smelt up a bunch. I did just go smelt up a bunch, so we have a little bit here. I have an electric drill that I put up behind the scenes because I needed a more permanent source of electricity, or a more permanent source of copper, so we can start pushing electricity. And I decided to make an electric drill, so we got that all going. I've been leveling like crazy. As you can see, I've already started unlocking tier 5 stuff. So we've already got a ton of unlocked. This ×2 crap is so annoying. Honestly, I wish I could turn that off and reduce the amount of XP I get by an additional 50%, so I could have a slower progression. I really wish I could. I feel like progression is way too fast. We need options. I mean, and it also defeats the purpose of doing these missions, by the way, because here's another thing too that kind of, like, you think after 5 years they would have figured this out by now. These missions, these hard missions, give you 15k XP on ×2 right now. I don't know if that's normal or if that's what it gives just because it's ×2. I'm assuming because it's ×2, which is ridiculous amount of XP for one mission that barely gives you any money or any reward. So I'm like, okay. Anyways, so yeah, I have two iron biofuel drills, one here and one here that's been farming iron periodically. I have enough coal stockpile that we've got like 3 rows of steel. I've been making concrete blocks because I want to set up a power station somewhere on the island today. I'm thinking I'm going to set a power station up somewhere over here. That way I can run lines into the cave up here. I can do stuff here. I can get power from, I can set up water wheels here as well, which will give me even additional power. Yeah, like that right there. Like, look at all that XP just rolling in because of the copper being crafted. It's so crazy. They really need to slow progression down on this game. Like, really slow it down. Make people actually have to go do missions and grind a little bit to get these levels. Survive. It's not really hard to level. I just feel like it's too fast. And then there is a copper vein right over here. This is where I have the permanent copper vein. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, right here. So there's an electric drill running off of a water wheel powering it. And then I have a battery there in case the water wheel clogs up or something, because they do clog up from time to time. But I want to set up a permanent power station on the island and then connect all the power for all of our drills in this region. Because these 4 grids, there's a ton. I found so many. I found platinum, titanium, coal, 3 iron, 2 copper. There's salt, there's gold. There's a lot just in these 4 grids right here. Actually, I'd say within these 4 grids, it's probably almost as good as when we did the episode over here in J14. Like this grid right here, J14 and K14, is crazy for deep mining, because you got the 2 mines that are right here, you got the mine that's over here, and then you have a bunch of deep mines all around the top up here, and then I think there's a couple of them over here as well. Like if you put a power station right here, you could, I think there's a total of like 14 deep mines just in this, between these 2 grids right here. It's nuts. But yeah, so anyways, all right, so we have been getting all of this crafted up so we can make electronics. I need to get epoxy. That's the thing that's stopping me right now. Just made 1,000 copper wire. Gold isn't too much of an issue. Did my sound just go off? 1 second. Okay, we're back. It went off for me, but not for you guys. Yeah, I lost my sound on my end. Okay, so I want to get power set up on the island. I want to start getting things moving in that general direction. I need to go turn off this real quick. I need to get some epoxy going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to... Sound is being weird right now. There we go. Huh. OBS had an update today, and they changed a bunch of shit, and it's annoying me. There we go. So, I want to get... Yeah, I left it running. That's fine, it's all full now, so I can turn that off. So I don't leave that running 24/7, that way I don't have to run through my stuff as much. Get 'em, boy, get 'em. Thought you were coming for me for a second. I did upgrade all to titanium tools, by the way. So we do have titanium, or platinum, sorry. Platinum knife, platinum pick, platinum axe, platinum sickle, platinum hammer. I did get that done too. And we have a new buffalo. Where are you? Right here? Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. We have a rare creature variant. So timid, so it's got +1 movement speed for every level and minus 10% to damage. It's mostly on toughness. So it's interesting. I've been playing around with the breeding aspect a little bit. Oh, fighting a bear and a wolf. Get him, boy. I don't know which one of you is out there fighting, but get him. I think that might be alpha, because that's a lot of damage. Nope, not alpha. Okay, never mind. You're doing good damage. All right. Well, anyways, okay, so I'm going to stop messing around here because we've already got 10 minutes in already, and I haven't even done what I wanted to start doing today. So I'm going to get a bunch of stuff together, and I've already got a couple of concrete foundations and stuff like that. I need to get some concrete walls made, so I need to get some more steel rebar done, and a few other things. I haven't been getting them done as much as I would like. Get some steel rebar going now while we're sitting here. I might need to take some stuff out of here so it can craft. Nah, it should be all right. But, no, yeah, that's definitely going to fill up. All right, so I will bring you guys back once I have a few more things going here. I want to get a solar panel set up. I want to get an electric furnace set up today. I want to get a power station set up, and then maybe even get another deep mining drill or two set up somewhere as well. So I'm going to need a lot of electronics. So let me get that moving along so we can actually get some stuff done today. All right, bringing you guys back. It's been about an hour and a half since I left you guys. I had to go to the snow biome, and I got 6 mammoth tusks, and I made a crap ton of epoxy. I've already put some of it in the thing, so I already put 200 of it away already. I got another 400 right here. I queued up a bunch of, yeah, well, you can see, a bunch of composite paste. Made a bunch of organic fertilizer, farmed a bunch of silica pearl. You know, when I was coming back, I did a lot of grinding just now behind the scenes. I hit 2 small caves, one on the way to the snow and one in the snow. Yeah, I got a lot done here. Trying to get enough. I need 60 for the electric furnace, I think. Yeah, we need 13 more. But we have plenty of copper, so I'm just plenty of copper to get this going. I want this done. I want to get electricity set up. I want to get at least 2 solar panels. I want to get a nice power plant building set up away from the main base. We'll probably set it up somewhere over here, because I'm also going to set up a couple of water wheels. So I'll get like maybe 3 here and 3 here. That'll give us, that's 12,000 power from that alone. Yeah, I mean, you could do that with 2 solar panels, but water wheels are cheap. We'll get a couple of large batteries. Hi. Hi, did my wolves kill your mother? Are you guys twins? You guys gotta be twins. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna grab you both. There we go. Yeah, go to the pen. I guarantee you, it was a wild mom who spawned with twins. But, yeah. And then I need gold. Ooh, that might be an issue. We might have a problem here already. Never mind. We're good. Storage room for the win. I do need to get electric drill up at the gold deposit too. I need to get one up at the aluminum deposit and a few others. All right, so first thing on the docket is getting this electric furnace set up. Let me grab some concrete. And I need some steel ingots. That's only 10. What am I missing? Gold wire. God, I just made. Oh, I didn't queue up enough. What? Really? I didn't queue up enough gold wire? Huh, whatever. I must have misclicked. Alright, so I need 3 more. Alright, that's enough for the electric furnace. Or that. Turn that off. Go back up here. Okay, can we do all, please? Thank you. Steel screws. Which I'm pretty sure I had some in there. Oh, they might be in this box. Nope, they're not in this box either. Where did I put those screws? There they are. Stuck them above the carpenter's bench because I was making more concrete. So electric furnace craft. This is a huge jump for us. This is 2200 power. We have a battery down here, so even if it's running, we have 2 windmills, which gives us 3000 power. Counting our refrigerator upstairs, we're good. All right, take all. Give me that. Pick you up. This will come with us when we go to big caves, so I can... Oh, that's right, because it uses water for clay. I'm like, why do I have that? We might need to move something here. I think it's hitting that box. All right, and then I'm gonna put... Nope, give me that back. I need to connect power and water. I'm just gonna put the rest of this all back in there for now, just so I can get it out of my inventory. Put you in here for now. Power, water. Put you in there. Ooh, awesome sauce. Then go here. Take all, grab this off the wall. Should have done this first, and I didn't, but oh well, shit happens. Do that. Lots of moving around here. Let's pick this back up and move it again. Get rid of that. Take this. There we go. Then the problem I have with this is it's over there. So where is the connector that's back there? Now, eventually I'll run all my wires through my floor or my ceiling, but for now, this will do. It's not the main build. I'll do a big main build behind the scenes at some point. All right, so I have this way. Ugh, should have ran this across the wall a little more in the back, and I didn't. There we go. Good enough for me. I gotta get rid of that. Yep, we're producing enough power that we're not even pulling from our battery yet. And even if we were, it's not a big deal. Because when it's not running, the battery would just get charged. Over here. Okay. That's done. Electric furnace is done. And I need electric furnace mainly for this, because in order to make solar panels, you need composite. Or whatever it's called. This stuff. I want this done first, so we're going to put this at the front of the line. There we go. All right, finally, we got to this. We get 100 of them. And I don't remember how much we need per solar panel. $18. Plus 30 electronics. I want at least 2 solar panels. That'll give us 1,200 power. And those 2 solar panels will be also, I'll have probably like 4 windmills, 2 solar panels, and a couple of water wheels all over there. So we should be producing over 40,000 power at the power station that I'm going to set up. Like I said, I'm going to set it up over here on this part of the island. So, and then I'll run lines and have drills here, a drill here, 2 drills in this cave. 1 or 2 over there, then there'll be 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, because I've already marked where they were, well, somewhat in my head. And then this, I'm not going to run lines all the way over to there. And then, of course, it'll run to my main house and all that around here, and the new workshop and the farm and everything. And then I'll have a water wheel for the iron deposit over here, or I'll just run the line and then connect that one. This is probably the only one, this copper one over here, that might be on its own, because I don't want to have to run lines all the way over to there. So I'll probably leave that one on its own. And then, yeah, and then I can officially start getting stuff set up with all of that. So I'll bring you guys back when the next part's done, because now I got to get more electronics again so we can start getting this power set up and go from there. We have enough to make 1 solar panel. Obviously solar panels are good for powering your batteries during the day. We also have to make batteries, so that's the other thing that we have to do. Yeah, and then the flow meter and the advanced battery rack as well, which are actually pretty cheap, but we're not going to do the one that's with lithium, because obviously there's no lithium on this map. So we'll have to use whatever it is we have to use for this map. So we'll get that set up, and it would be this one right here. So gold wire. So 4 composites, 8 electronics. They're real cheap. Each battery holds 6 million power storage, the advanced batteries versus the small ones. Didn't these used to take small batteries to make? I wonder if they changed it. It can charge 10,000 power per second. So as long as you've got 2 solar panels, you can hit the maximum charge per second for 1 advanced battery. So if you have 2 advanced batteries, you can charge at a rate of 20,000 per second, because it'll cap out based off of which one is closest to the charging. So if you have like 3 of them in a row and it's 1, 2, 3, it'll charge the first one at max, and then the second and third one will get charged with whatever's left over. So if you're only pulling in, let's say 15K rating, 1 battery will get charged at 10,000 per second, while the second battery will get charged at 5,000 per second, and the third one won't get charged at all until the first one or second one hits cap. That's how that works. So at least that's how it used to work. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'll bring you guys back when we get more electronics and we can set up the next thing, because I want to get things moving. This is probably going to take me a few real life days to get this whole thing set up. So, okay. They're having fun. All right, bringing you guys back. All right, I got 2 advanced batteries set up, and I'm getting them charged now. I already made a solar panel. It is on our roof currently. It'll only get half a day's worth of power, because it's only facing east, so it'll only get power in the morning / lunchtime, and then later into the evening, later into the afternoon, and then into the evening, this one will stop getting power, because yeah. But it's just, I just put it there for now just to help with boosting the amount of power we get. That way we can leech off of the sunrise as long as possible. So it'll probably be about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon when this one stops receiving power, and then it'll be up to the windmills to do the rest of the work for the evening. And then through the night. So they're in here. I got them set up now. Just for now, like, you can pick these up and they'll still contain their power. So as you can see, it's going up very slowly. They can hold 6 million power. So I'm just getting them, just charging them now because I mean, you might as well, right? You might as well charge them. There's no point not to. But yeah, so I only have 10 electronics left. I also made myself a battery powered lantern as well. Because why not, right? These things are way better. Yeah, we're moving into electricity at this point, guys. That's what we're doing. I need to build a charging station, but that's another conversation because I need aluminum. I hit a roadblock with aluminum, so yeah, I won't be using it too much right now. So for now, I'll probably not really use it. But I got it out of the way, so I have one. There we go. Stick it in here with this stuff. Boom, done. All right, so one more thing on my list, obviously, is to get that charging station, but I'm going to have to get aluminum. I want to get a second solar panel going. So obviously we're going to have to do more electronics, and it's 30 electronics, and then glass. I have cooking. Actually, I think I've got enough to make a ton of glass. So we're good there. I do have a little bit of aluminum, so I can definitely get about another stack, half a stack of aluminum. So we might be able to pull it off. I don't know. We'll see. The other thing I want to do is make a freezer at some point. Will be huge for us because a deep freezer will allow us to preserve our meat permanently. So we can deep freeze all of our raw meat that we get and raw vegetables. So we can have a vegetable one, a fruit one, and a meat one, and we can deep freeze all of our stuff. So we don't have to constantly be farming animals all the time to get food, which is going to be massive. You can even throw cooked stuff in a deep freezer as well too, and basically the refrigerator becomes useless. The only reason you would use a refrigerator is if you're trying to avoid having too much power. Once you're able to have deep freezers, you can pop down 4 of these and you just throw all your food in the deep freezer, throw all your cooking ingredients that spoil in the deep freezers. Yeah, you get like 4 of these up and running, you're set forever, period. Like nothing ever spoils ever again unless it's in your inventory. Yeah, so there's that. And then eventually we'll have to get electric powered stuff up for breeding. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a massive progression today. That's my goal. Well, this episode. I don't know how long this is going to take. I've been at this for 6 hours. I've been running caves. I've ran back and forth to my copper drill over here and emptied it twice already. And it takes it's like 2.5 hours for an electric power drill. You looked like a dark black wolf for a second. I was getting a little worried. Yeah, they have no food right now, so there is that problem. And because none of them have the grazer skill, because I didn't know that in order to get it, you have to get level 4 in this one, they can't feed themselves. Water isn't an issue, so I think from now on, I'm definitely going to be getting the grazer skills. I'll probably sacrifice the 1 point I put into there, and I'll probably end up sacrificing 2 points into physical resistance to make sure I can get grazer. Enable grazing behavior, because that is huge into their damage, by the way. I watched them go from 250 down to 100 to 90 damage. Like, it drops so much when they don't have that food. So, yeah. This battery is fully charged. But, all right. So, I'm going to get back to it. And, yeah. At this point, I need to get organic resin, which actually I just made a little bit a minute ago. So, but then I ended up using it to make something else. Organic resin's easy. It's just wood and oxide. I've actually got a decent amount of this already stockpiled. I shouldn't say decent, but I've got a little bit. Throw that in there. Pop that off. Boom. There we go. That's going. And with that solar panel up right now, these are still charging, because that gives us 6,000 power during early morning hours and evening. But all right, I'm going to get back to it. I got a lot to finish working on, and I need a lot more copper. I'm probably going to have to put down a drill at a gold mine or something because I'm getting low on gold, and I got like maybe like 4 or 5 stacks of gold left. And then let's see what else. Epoxy, I'm good for a little while. I still have another 300 left out of the 600 I made after killing all those mammoths. Yeah. So I already used a little bit for something else. Lots of things happening today. Trying to just get stuff done. All right. Deep freezer crafting. Might as well, right? There goes 15 electronics. It's cheap. It's not too expensive to make a deep freezer. It just uses a lot of power. Ooh, I'm not entirely sure where I want to put this. Ah, that's not going to fit there. Oh, never say never. Move. Why is it off? Aw. Yeah. We got a deep freezer now. Will not spoil. This meat is permanent. And also your animal feed. Perfect for that too. Eventually we'll have like 5 or 6 deep freezers. Because we'll have a deep freezer at the farm for all of our animal feed for long distance travel. So we don't have to keep making it all the time, watching it spoil. And then I don't need this anymore. Well, I'll keep the jerky in here. It's just jerky. And the nice thing about these boxes here is I no longer have to go to the snow to get my ice. Because your deep freezer produces ice. And it doesn't spoil either, which is even more amazing. So yeah, now we can stockpile our food. And because this is another reason why. Okay, guys, here's another reason why I don't really care for the deterrents. The creature deterrents. Food. So if I walk around my base every now and then, if I'm lucky, not right now though, but a lot of times I'll find dead animals. There we go, right here. This is why I don't like creature deterrents. Because if I need food, or I need bone, or I need something, I can just come over and see if my wolves have been killing anything nearby. And if there are any babies nearby, I can just claim them, check to see if they have any good genetics stuff after they're raised. If I don't like them, then I just get rid of them. So it serves 2 purposes. Yes, early on when like you're first starting out and you're in a hostile area, this is helpful. But once you get set up and you get walls, you can set up auto defenses, or you get wolves or whatever other creature it is that you're taming on whatever map you're playing on. It'll serve 2 purposes. You'll get meat for different dishes, because they just wander close to your base and get murdered by whatever your defense is. I hear a bear. And nope, maybe not. And all that stuff. Yeah, wilds struggling. Yeah, water's not an issue. All my animals are fine with water. The issue right now has been food, which is kind of why I wish I would have made sure everybody learned grazing so they can just feed themselves. So yeah. All right. So just waiting on more stuff to craft. It's an electric radar. So the electric radar and the electric extractor, these things require power. So you have one of two options here. You can do a biofuel generator, a portable biofuel generator, or you can craft the power banks, these right here, but store 10,000 power. I don't recommend this. This is nice if you need to charge, like, you know, you have like a charge lantern or something and you need to charge it on the go. That's what these are good for. They're good for charging like a lantern, getting an extra charge and a half out of a lantern or something. Or maybe you have a flashlight you need to charge. You can put down a wall charger or something. So you make a wall charger, which I can't make in here. That or I never learned it. And you just put the power bank there and you charge up whatever you're using if you need to charge it up real quick. Something small. I highly recommend you get the biofuel portable generator. So a portable biofuel generator. And then you get these new tanks. They're new for me, by the way. Keep that in mind. You get these. You get like 2 of these. Put them on your mount. And then while you're out doing missions and you're doing the extractor, if you want to do it faster, you use the electric ones and you use the portable biofuel generator to produce power for your electric drills. And then you just keep these nearby in order to fill up your portable biofuel generator. Instead of using bringing like 2 or you'd have to bring like 4 windmills with you and then connect them to your stuff. Yeah, you're doing the same thing with the biofuel generator. You're doing the same thing with this, but the advantage to this is all you do is just sit this down, fill it up with fuel, connect it to your 2 electric extractors, and you're done. Where if you were to do the route where you would bring windmills with you, you'd have to set up like 4 or 5 windmills. Then you'd have to connect all of them to a battery and then connect that battery to each one of the things. And then you'd have to protect all of that stuff. Where with this, you just put down this, fill it up, plug them in, done. Then you're good to go. So it's way more better. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh my God, I completely forgot how much aluminum you craft from aluminum ore. So I'm going to stop crafting that now because I didn't realize how much aluminum you get. I completely forgot. I still got so much other crap in here that needs, I've got a whole bunch of copper because we just went out and emptied out the electric drill. So I got all that over there that I had. Yeah. So, all right. Next on my list is I'd love to figure out what this new stuff is all about. That's what I'd love to figure out. So what I mean by new stuff is you've got this down here with the organic extractor. I don't natural oil refinery. Like, do you get biofuel as a byproduct from oil? Like, is that a thing now? I feel like I'm running out of water faster than ever. God, having this is huge now. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, the food you put in here is still going to spoil, but it's not like I'm going to use it that often. And when you, like, look at that, 18 hours. Like that one piece on that top would probably take me like a week before it would spoil because I'd have to be logged in for 18 hours without eating it for that one to spoil. So I don't mind using the refrigerator. Yeah, it's it's a little bit cheaper on the power, which is nice. But if I wanted to make it permanent, I could just take the stack out, walk over here, boom. Now it never spoils. Yeah, you could do it this way. And there's nothing wrong with doing it that way, honestly. But I like having a little bit of spoilage, because then it tells, you know, then I'm like, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. The raw stuff, on the other hand, I hate it when that shit spoils. Speaking of large tank, I got a large tank. It's got 21 at the moment, but I think I ran out of stuff to throw in here. Yeah, there we go. This is another reason why I like a little bit of spoilage. So I'm slowly filling this up because I do want to do another extraction exotic mission at some point. So, and this time I want to have this with me, so I'm not having to run all the way back to an outpost, because I don't know, the next time I get one, it might be all the way down here, and I don't have an outpost down there, so I'd have to run all the way back to either my main base or my outpost over here just to refill my canisters, or bring like 10 canisters with me, and I'm not doing that. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to jump ahead until I have a little bit more ready, because I've already got some building pieces here. What I'm waiting for is enough stuff to make a couple more concrete ramp stair pieces for ceilings. And then I got to make some of these as well. So I don't have enough. I'm still missing. I need more screws and I need more concrete. And unfortunately, the biggest thing I'm missing is I have to go on a stone run, or I could just use the stone I have in here. Can use a couple of those. Yeah, we'll do that. That's more effective to do it this way. Yes, I know I can hit some shift click right alt button fucking retardedness. I'm not doing that. I'd have to think, and I don't feel like thinking right now. Alright, max that out. Minimum, max, boom. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'll bring you guys back when I got some more stuff done so we can set up this power plant. Then I can move my thing up there, and I'm going to make a couple of water wheels and some windmills. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, charging station. Anticlimactic. 40 seconds later. And 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay. Grab that. And I decided to make a platinum lightning rod too, because, you know, we've had a couple of lightning strikes in the base. Gotta get one of these up soon. Alright. Alright, charging station. Doop, doop. I'm just gonna throw you down over here. You know what? Let's go put it in the storage room area for now. I'll just stick it down back here. No. We'll put it there. Boom, charging station. Okay, and then let me grab my handy dandy tool real quick. Should just keep this on me. And then we need to come back here. And then run. Can you get out of my way, Delta? And then, boop, charging station, idle but ready to go, which means now I can officially grab this. Now, if you have it on you, like on your slot, like, oh, let me just do this. You should still be able to, nope, never mind. I lied. Just ignore me. There we go. Hey! It's already fully charged though, so, you know, might as well. Sweet. Did you go upstairs and then walk through that door just to walk through the... AI's autopathing in this game is actually pretty good sometimes. They've been murdering stuff like crazy. Get out of my way, Delta. Really? You are so lucky this game's gun shit. It's your fault. We're not gonna go there. Anyways, what are you looking at? Okay, so charging station. I want to get the electric purifier next at some point here. I've got plenty of resources coming in, so I'm not too worried. Oh, well, not plenty, but, you know, we're getting there. We're starting to run to a gold issue, but that's not really a problem. So I can fix that real easily. I can make the thumper if I can get 3 more electronics, and maybe we can go up to that northern cave up here and reset it. Idea, possibly. Fight the big worm, yay. I think it's bright as hell. All right, so this is cooking. We got, yeah, we're good. Copper wire will not be an issue. Okay. I want to get a second solar panel made. That is, I think, what I should focus on next is a second solar panel. So all I really need is electronics at this point because I have the glass. We have the glass. So, and for more electronics, I need copper wire. Copper wire. Grab this aluminum. And we'll go here. Copper wire. Get that crafted. That in there. Get that out. Take this gunpowder out. Put that there. Take that out now since I don't need... Stupid. I did not want to do that. Darn it. I don't want to stop. How do I continue? Screw it. No, wrong button. I'll just redo it. All right. Platinum rod. I can't put this on the tip top because it needs to be on a flat surface. It's like, what? Platinum rod's what, 90 meters or 80 meters? 80 meter radius. Okay. I mean, I could always just stick it right here. I mean, that should cover the back of the house. I know it's tacky as fuck, guys, but this is all temporary. The whole thing is going to get rebuilt eventually. This is going to be our permanent, like, forever map where we end up bringing, like, all the creatures we tame and all the resources, and then we'll have everything here on this map. We'll do, like, the challenges and the limitations and all that stuff for the other maps. And then we'll, like, this will be our forever home. We'll be on Olympus. And then we'll hire other prospectors to go to the other maps, basically, is what I'll play that off a little bit. Because it won't be this character. It'll be a completely different character for the rest of the maps. It might actually be one character for all 3 of the next maps. And it'll play by the same rules. So I'll be limited on my blueprints, which would be 210 blueprint points is what you get with... if you go by that number. Yep. Well, yeah, I gotta go farm like a crap ton of fiber. Crap ton of fiber acquired just before a massive windstorm, and one of my wolves murdered a couple of things over here. See what I mean? This is exactly why creature deterrence sucks. It's good and it's bad. Like, it's got its pros and cons. Oh yeah, the platinum deposit. I should probably put a drill on that now. That wasn't me. That's loud. Okay, platinum drill set up. Get just under 2 platinum a minute, so it takes like 6 hours to fully fill this up, give or take. But yeah, all right. Well, that also means that our battery drain is going to be much faster now. So, like, we're getting... Well, that's going to go down. So, hold up. Let's do... Just at a windstorm. So, 17... So, the 2 windmills pretty much power our entire base. Because it powers the freezer, the refrigerator, and any other things we got running. And then a portion of that is being drained now by that permanently. Which means we're probably only producing like maybe 3,000 power per second now. Let me see. Can I make a meter? Copper wire and aluminum. Let me make a meter so we can actually see how much we're producing. Okay, got the meter. And I'll stick it right. Oh, this even tells you biofuel now? And I think the other one's a... Huh. So it also tells you biofuel, and I think the radiation as well, or whatever it is. Okay. Supply, demand. Why does it say it's idle? Okay, so we're producing a little over 1,600 power a second right now with the solar panel running. Once we start losing power, yeah, so we're bringing in 9,500. We're using 78 at the moment, and that's some of that has to do with the fact that this is running. So once this stops running, that's 2,500. That'll go back into powering the base when, yeah, and our supply total is 13 million. Okay. Okay, and if we had water, biofuel, and I think uranium, or is that oil? That might be oil now. Okay, so yeah, currently, yeah, duh, right there. Well, I'm like looking up here at the top, but no, yeah, 1,700 is how much we're putting into storage right now. Okay, a little bit of a jump forward. Well, there goes my wheat. And oh my god, heavy rain. So we just had a storm, and of course this one had to be a max level storm. I gotta get some more pillars. Then again, the space isn't permanent, so... Just want to get the ones that are more heavily damaged. Figured it would mostly be near the roof where the most damage would be. A heavy rainfall. Alright. Alright, bringing you guys back. It's been about a day in real life. Since the last clip, just in case you guys were curious. So we are working on. I gotta go grab the corner pieces. I forgot to. But yeah, we're working on the power shed now. I'm working here. Anyways. All right. We're just setting up the power. This is basically giving you guys a little preview of what's going to happen with the main build. Basically, I'll set up the foundation for all of the floors first. Like, I'll do the entire layout, and then I'll run my electricity and water through the floor like this. It's a very normal thing you see a lot of pro builders do in games like this. If you ever played Ark Survival Evolved, not Ascended, but Evolved back in the day when you had to run power and water lines, this is what we used to do. We ran our power and water lines either right underneath of our ceilings. If they were like right above like a water level or something, we would run them under our ceilings around our bases, or we ran them like we would place them down on the ground and then place foundations over them. So we would plan our builds around our entire electrical network, so you didn't have wires and water pipes exposed everywhere because it was annoying. So this is nothing new for me. This is nothing new for me. So I've been doing this type of power running for a very long time. Okay, so I have one in the center here, corner, 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 and corner. I don't think I need one here, but you know what? I think I'm going to put one right here too. We're probably overkilling it a little bit, but you know what? It's better to have all your links done ahead of time. Can you get out of the way? Come here. Don't sit. Delta, you're retarded. You know that? Or am I the retarded one for having you follow me when I should just let you sit out here? Come here. Here, hang out by the shed. Thank you. Darn bear. But yeah, so this is what we're doing right here. Just getting this done. Ooh, some T-bones. I will take those. I cut down a bunch of trees. This was all the wood, fiber, stone, and sticks that were just in this area right here. From right here, well, minus those stones, but pretty much all right here to about right there. Yeah. So it's all on our buffalo right now. And then this will have like, that'll be probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 5 advanced power banks here. So we're probably looking at, what is that? 6, 24, 30 million stored power on this one side. And then there'll be a reader in here, and I'll probably have a few other small things in here like a storage shed. And then we'll have 2 solar panels on this side, which will be facing west, or well, facing east. And then 2 solar panels on this side, which will be facing west once the sun apexes and then starts going down over there. That way we get, at a certain point of the day, we'll be getting power from almost all 4 of them. But in the morning, it'll primarily be these 2. And then in the late afternoon/evening, it'll be these 2 that mostly pick up power. And then I'll have a bridge that'll probably run across to right over there, because there's a cave over there, but I already mined it. I'll have a bridge run across over to that way, and then I'll have a bridge run across over to that way, probably somewhere around here. And then I think I can hit it from here. There's a bear. Yep, he's dead. Sneak attack. Boom, headshot. Okay, and then we're probably going to have, I'm looking at probably about 3 to 4 water wheels on this side and 3 to 4 water wheels on that side, which should give us an additional 20, somewhere between 16 and 20k power at all times with them running. And then I'll probably place like 4 windmills, so we'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll just have to repair those periodically. Honestly, I think the 4 solar panels will be more than enough, but considering I'm going to have probably I'm looking at somewhere around 10 mining drills in this part of the map. So there'll be one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. I think there's one more right over here. So 10, not counting this one because I'm going to keep it on its own grid, that copper one, because it's too far away. Yeah, so just within this grid, roughly top of E6, and then just across the water over here, because there's a cave over there with 2 as well. That'll be close to about 10 mining drills. So we're looking at about 20k power at all times when they're running, when they're not full. So yeah, it's going to be a lot. And then we have all the refrigerators at the base, all the freezers at the base, and then, oh god, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be looking at a lot of power generation. Like I said, I'm going to make this my forever base. The one, I thought about it for a little bit, and I'm like, I need one section of the planet to be where I do most of my heavy-duty building and all the cool stuff, and we put everything there, and we spend a lot of time doing big fancy build and all that, and I can just funnel things from the other parts of the planet, the other maps, because it is one planet. Whether I'm going to say this now, and I'll say it a million times, for people that keep thinking it's different planets, it's not. I've read so many comments lately like, oh, it's on a different, Prometheus is a different planet, Styx is a different planet, you know, Elysium, it's a different planet. No, they're not. It's all Icarus. It's the same planet, it's just different regions of the planet. So that's been confirmed for a long time. I don't know why people keep thinking that. But so yeah, they're different regions that were terraformed on the planet that went bad. With Olympus being the primary region that had the highest success. So, but anyways, that's here nor there. But it just kind of annoyed me a little bit when I was reading it. Like, it's not a different planet, it's the same planet, different regions. Anyways, so I just want to funnel stuff back to this region, over here to Olympus, and that way we can have stuff from all the different areas, resources, different creatures, tamed animals, all that stuff. So yeah, I made that decision up last night. I said, you know what, screw it. We'll make Olympus the nice map. All right, so anyways, I got to go get those last 2 pieces there. I think I can put the floor down now because I got done running the line. I'm not going to run water over here. There's no reason to. So actually surprised that lets me do that. There we go. All right, and that's the concrete door. So I believe the concrete doors are new, actually. So, but yeah. All right, cool. So that is the beginning of this done. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot stairs. There we go. And then I can get some railings on that side. Don't mind me, I'm being weird right now. You know what would be cool? Here's an idea, devs. When you attach these, it makes this piece in the center disappear, so it becomes open, so you can get natural light in. It's just, you know, a thought. No, that would require terraforming building, and I don't think they have that in the game yet. Terraform building is very advanced stuff. Where basically think Rust. That's terraform building. It's where when you attach one piece to another piece, it causes the other piece to change its shape to fit the mold. And then when you either upgrade or downgrade the piece, it also changes its mold, or it can cause a piece to become a half wall and stuff like that. Terraform building, it's not really hard to do, but I don't think it's part of the... I don't think Icarus has it in its code, so it would be a lot of work for them to add it to the game. Is my VSync off? It is off. All right, we're back. Sorry. I have to have VSync on because I have a 4K monitor and I don't record in 4K because that's stupid, by the way. You don't record in 4K when you're gaming. That's the amount of... My recordings would be like 100 gigabytes for an hour if I did it in 4K. I'm already pushing between 15 to 20 gigabytes for an hour-long recording. So, and that's in 1080p. I've tried doing it in 4K before, and it's, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's actually one of the reasons why, if you guys have noticed my videos, sometimes, like when I'm running around, like when I stop, everything looks fine, but then when I start going in motion, you'll notice that sometimes it gets a little fuzzy, a little blurry. That's because of my recording resolution. Because I have a 4K monitor, and I've been trying to find a delicate balance between the two, and it's actually more challenging than you think, trying to get it to work. I might have to downgrade, but I'm hoping I don't have to. So, yeah, my main gaming monitor is 4K. For me, the game looks freaking amazing. But for some reason, anytime I go to record, and it only happens when I upload to YouTube that the fuzziness pops in, which is kind of annoying. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. All right. So, I had it down at one point. I don't know what happened. Just screwed up, made a mistake. Now it's all messed up again. All right, we're good. They're half full. I must have repaired them after that storm from the last one. Oh, got a lot of stuff out there. Oh, matter of fact, let me check the babies real quick. I picked up a couple of them. But see, that's another reason why I love not having creature deterrents on. Is because my stuff kills everything that wanders in, and on top of all the food I get, I also get lots of babies. Oh, so this is where you've been hanging out, Alpha. Why is Alpha hanging out in here sleeping? Huh. Okay, whatever. Are you one of the new ones? Nope, you're definitely not. You're the very first one. You're not new. You're not new. Where's all my new ones? Did they get murdered? They wander off? Gate got destroyed by a bear. Oh, I wonder if they despawned. Ah, okay, whatever. I'll figure it out later. All right, well, let me grab these concrete pieces that are in here. Where are they? There they are. Slurp some water. Get back over there. And... okay. Not the most gorgeous thing on the planet, but hey, it gets the job done. And that's the point. Because that's what we're doing. And this to add some appeal to the side so it doesn't... Not that this is needed, by the way, because it's not. This is concrete. No storm is going to damage this. That's another reason why we're building our power shack out of concrete first before we start on our main house. It's like, if we were playing on an easier mode, sure. Sure. But we're not. And then we could build all fancy and all that stuff. Yeah, it's actually one of the biggest reasons why I kind of wish... There we go. Should do the back, but just the front. Really? I can shoot a bear from fucking 100 yards away, but I miss him at point blank? Okay, I'm done. What the hell? Delta's got this. Not wasting another round. Come on, Delta. Not bad. Got that 30% heal because of the kill. Went from 71% health all the way back to max. And that's, if you're curious, that's the endless hunger. Hunger. 30% of their health is restored. I kind of wish they would change this to 30% of your maximum health so that they're not just getting instantly healed every time they kill something. Like, there's a chance they could die if they get overwhelmed and they just don't instantly heal off of like the first 2 kills. Like, if they get attacked by like 10 things and they're fighting for their life, like, all they have to do is kill 2 of them and they're back to 100%. And then they just keep doing that until they're done. Honestly, there's no way they could die. Unless they get like 10 stacks of poison and yeah, maybe. But I kind of feel like a better balance to this would be 30% of maximum health, not 30% of your total health. So, yeah. Because right now, dropping down to 71 health, the second he killed that bear, he instantly healed back up to max. And that would have done that with any kill. Whether it was a rabbit or a world boss. Still would have been 30% of the health. So yeah, I just feel like it's a little overkill. Alright, anyways. Alright, we're back at base. Also, quick thing here. I just wanted to mention something. Please keep in mind that I record usually between 1 to 3 videos in advance. Because if I'm really busy that week because of work and family, sometimes I might not have enough time to record. So for safety measures, I usually will record a few episodes when I have the freedom, especially if I know it's coming up. So with that in mind, I already knew that something was happening this past week. So I had recorded a few episodes in advance, being pretty much every episode after 6 up until now. So there were a couple of comments that were made in a few videos. I just wanted to say something real quick. Let me turn off that light. I don't need that one on. Whoever it was that told me to put these on my bar, thank you. Because, and what I mean, the bags on my bar, to better open them so I didn't have to keep opening my inventory and then clicking on the bag. Thank you. It literally never crossed my mind to try that or to even do it. I've just instinctively have always opened my inventory. So yeah, it does make it a lot easier. Because then I can just do that. Boom, hit consume. Open up my food bag, hit consume. So yeah, it does save a little bit of time. So thank you for that, whoever that was. I forgot who it was, but I do remember the comment. I do read the comments, guys. So don't panic if I don't do something right away within the first like episode or 2. Because sometimes it may be like 2 or 3 episodes I've already recorded, so you won't see the changes for at least a few episodes. Unless I do a stream, which isn't very likely right now because I just don't have the time to do streams. I do, but if I took those days that I had time to do streams, then I wouldn't be able to do stuff with my kids or my wife, and yeah. All right, so I'm going to do one more thing here real quick. We're going to make another solar panel. All right, there we go. Oh, don't take those out. Loot, god damn it, I was about to take them out. Flat solar panel, boom. All right, this is probably the last thing I'm going to do for this episode here is I want to get this last solar panel set up. So let's go lay down and make it daytime because I don't want to set this thing up at night. So let's do this. Turn that off. All right, and then ride back over there. So yeah, one of the things that's kind of always annoyed me a little bit was the fact that you can just skip through the night. And you wouldn't use any power. I kind of wish that it would compensate for power usage that you would have used for those hours. So if you slept for like 5 hours, it would compensate the amount of power that was used for those 5 hours, but it doesn't do that, which is unfortunate. Because you can basically just skip the night and never run out of power if you have solar panels. It's really more of a convenience thing when you're out and about. I didn't bring a ladder with me. Oh well, not a big deal. There we go. Sun will be coming up here soonish. It's getting ready to poke up. And then we just need... And I gotta go outside for it. Oh, I hate that. That little curve right there. So what if we did this? Much better. And the sun just came poking over the hills, which means we should be getting power now. Yep, there we go. So now we are getting 6,000 additional power. That's feeding into our line. So, yeah, okay, let me just say this. Yes, there are lines running back. Okay, now, let me show you. This still works? It does still work. Good. If you get on your mount with the tool in your hand, you can still see your lines. So I ran it through the creek and just followed the creek all the way back to the base. Well, that part of the line's not showing, but you can see how hard it is to see the line in the water. Unless you're really trying to see it. So it helps hide the line so it's just not everywhere. So you don't notice it unless you're actually looking for it. But you can see it in there. Just barely. And then it runs all the way around to here. Follows the creek all the way. And then it splits right here and heads back towards the base while this one goes towards where the main house will be eventually. And then it runs through this way all the way to this electric drill, and then goes this way and then connects into this power junction right here, which is powered between these two windmills, and then runs into the house, into the power box in the house. So yeah. Whew. All right. Damn storm. And then if we come over here, our supply and demand has shifted a little bit, because most of our structures aren't being used, which means now we're supplying 15K. Now this is going to change rapidly once we start adding in more drills, because like I said, we're going to have like 10 drills. You're loud. Damn storm. Also, we also have that platinum rod, so if our house gets struck, we'll get a big surplus of power all of a sudden. But we're capped out right now. So, but this will change eventually. My plan is to have at least 4 of these. So that's 6 million power apiece. So my plan is to have 4, which is 24 million power. If I need more, I'll add more. Because it's going to power this entire region, basically. All of our drills, so we'll never have to go out and mine again unless I absolutely want to. And yeah, but again, it's gonna, like, we're gonna be farming electronics a lot of gold, a lot of copper, a lot of organic resin, and a lot of mammoths. Organic resin's easy. It's just loud. Holy shit. That was our lightning rod that got struck 3 times. Interesting. Okay. I saw that 300 damage. The platinum rod got struck. Yeah. Got struck twice. But yep. We're already capped out, so it doesn't really matter. That storm, man. Holy crap. And again. Is that? Is the platinum rod connected? Yeah, it is. It's connected. Oh my god, we're out of water? Did my biofuel run out? Now the storm's over and we can all hear ourselves speak again. Oh my god. Heavy. I got it. Yeah. Boop. Whoa, big forest fire. Yep. That's not empty. I can't remember how this worked. There we go. Then you hold X to pick it back up. And then you put the canister in there. Alright, that's how you do it. That way you don't have to lug around multiple cans with you. You just bring this, you got to put it down on the ground and then empty it. Do I need to do some fire control here? I should be okay. I don't see it spreading over here. I'll just leave it alone. Our water ran out. We're going to have to upgrade to a powered one here soon. That way we don't have to do the biofuel anymore for our water. Oh, another bear. It's the bare necessities. Anyways. Yeah, I said it. When you have kids, you'll understand. Just gonna leave it at that. Anyways. Put that in there. Throw that in there. Throw the T-bones in here. Sort that. Okay, so with that out of the way, I gotta get more queens. We got food. Who wants food? Oh, I'm gonna break my leg. Num 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 num. Okay. Oh man, I busted up my armor. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. This was about 4 hours of recording over about 2.5 days of me playing a little bit off and on. Because a lot of, like, the biggest problem is I either had to go caving to get the copper and gold, and I needed a lot of copper, or I had to stay logged in for like 5 hours and wait for my copper drill to fill up, because it doesn't fill up if I'm not logged in. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I was debating about getting the thumper, was because of that. Oh, you barely took any damage during that storm. You guys are fine. Yeah. There goes all those trees. Also, I wanted to point something out, guys. If it looks like in between all the episodes, like the foliage just doesn't change, that's because I have foliage, trees, and rock respawn turned off. If I want that stuff back, I would put down the terraformers and the thumper in order to do it. Because honestly, having it respawn in all the time when there's so much of it already on the map as it is, and I'll never use it all, kind of seems kind of, I don't know, I just don't care. But anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. This one definitely was a little bit of a doozy to do. It did take some work and a lot of time and a lot of waiting around to get all the copper needed to get all this set up. It does take a lot of grinding to get the copper and the gold and all the materials needed to set up these drills. But once you've got them set up, like this, an endless supply of platinum and copper ore right now. The next one is going to be gold ore, and then oxide, and then I'll go from there and slowly move down the list, because it just allows me to, I can make all the shotgun shells I want, because I can make all the platinum sheets that I need to make my slugs. So yeah, and then obviously once I set up turn my bio drills, I turn those into normal ones, then I can start making everything I need for that. And then of course I need more copper to make the 12 gauge casings, and then from there I need the casings, gunpowder, and the platinum sheets just to make one slug. One slug, you need one platinum sheet. So you can just imagine how many of these platinum sheets I've been going through. So setting up that platinum drill right next to my base has been so helpful, because I kid you not, I probably burn through about 200 to 300 slugs a day. So yeah, at the moment we're sitting good. I want to get my water set up to it here soon, and then go from there, and then start progressing on the story again. If it feels like we've been putting more effort into building and upgrading, it's because I have been. Because I want to get as much of this as I can to a point to where I don't have to mess with it. That way we can just focus on the story for like 5 episodes straight. And then it's just outpost building and story. Outpost building and story. Because I want to get to a point to where it's all done. I want to get the main house set up, the main workshop finally all set up correctly. I want to get it all made out of like concrete and glass and all that, so we don't have to worry about repairs anymore. Then I want to get the farm and the barn set up. And then once we're done with this, we can finally move on and start playing the more harder difficulty maps. Because Olympus isn't hard. There's nothing hard about Olympus. I mean, the hardest thing about Olympus is probably the boss that they added, which is... Yep, that happened. My thing is gone. It must have got struck by lightning because of the rod. But yeah, my thingy is gone. But anyways... and then we'll have to do the boss, because, yeah, we'll have to do the boss. We got a little bit of a stutter there just now. But anyways, I'm going to take off for now, guys. I'm going to, get all this loaded up and start working on editing. Well, actually, not this episode, but, the last episode, which isn't even out yet. But anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, as always. Again, thanks for everybody who's been following, commenting, and subscribing. Ever since I brought it up at the beginning of this episode, we've actually gained 10 more subscribers since then, which has only been a day. So you guys are amazing. I'm glad to see so many people coming out and watching the content and supporting it and giving their feedback and all that stuff. It's really great to see everybody do that. But anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.